Alright guys, welcome to the third episode of Kaiju Boxing Ring. For this battle, we're going to put the Showa Mechagodzilla up against the Showa Mechani-Kong. Before we start, here are a list of their abilities and weaknesses. Alright, let's go to the ring. Mechagodzilla appears in Tokyo and begins destroying everything in his path. He fires his space beams, lighting up city block after city block. Mechagodzilla fires his missiles, obliterating the oncoming military defenses. In the midst of his rampage, Mechani-Kong appears. He also smashes building after building, but when he sees Mechagodzilla, he charges Mechagodzilla, smashing him down into the ground. Mechagodzilla gets up. The two roar and begin to fight. Mechagodzilla fires his missiles at Mechani-Kong, pushing him down into a building. Once down, Mechagodzilla fires his missiles, lighting the rubble on fire. Mechani-Kong gets up and shines his hypnotic lights at Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla gets stunned and falls backwards into a building. As Mechagodzilla gets up, he fires more missiles, but they miss Mechani-Kong. Mechagodzilla roars and then fires his crossbeam attack. Mechani-Kong is able to dodge it and pulls a grenade off from his utility belt. He throws it at Mechagodzilla. The grenade hits on impact and explodes. Mechagodzilla is slightly damaged. Mechani-Kong gets closer to Mechagodzilla and takes another grenade off his utility belt. Mechagodzilla activates his defense Neo barrier. Mechani-Kong is pushed back and the grenade falls, blowing up some buildings. Mechagodzilla lifts off and flies away. Mechani-Kong looks around confused. Mechagodzilla returns and fires his space beams again, and he flies back towards Mechani-Kong. Mechani-Kong is sent flying backwards. As Mechagodzilla lands, Mechani-Kong takes off two more grenades from his utility belt and throws them both. Mechagodzilla is sent flying backwards into some buildings and begins sparking. Mechagodzilla emerges from the rubble and fires his revolving missiles at Mechani-Kong. Mechani-Kong and the section of the city he's in are completely obliterated. Mechani-Kong rises. He flashes his high beam eyes at Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla is stunned and Mechani-Kong charges him. He uses his super strength to wrestle Mechagodzilla down to the ground and begins beating him down. Mechagodzilla manages to push Mechani-Kong back. Mechani-Kong tries to charge Mechagodzilla, but Mechagodzilla puts up his defense Neo barrier up again. Mechani-Kong runs into it. He stuns himself and is thrown backwards. Mechani-Kong begins sparking, but gets up and regains himself. Mechagodzilla lifts off again and flies back towards Mechani-Kong. Mechagodzilla headbutts Mechani-Kong. The two fall on each other. Mechagodzilla gets off of Mechani-Kong. He gets some distance and shoots his revolving missiles again. Mechani-Kong is sent flying. Mechagodzilla follows. Mechani-Kong gets up and charges again at Mechagodzilla and pummels him down to the ground. Mechani-Kong drops another grenade. The explosion partially damages Mechagodzilla's cyberneck. Tired of fighting, Mechagodzilla pushes Mechani-Kong back and roars. Mechani-Kong tries charging Mechagodzilla, but Mechagodzilla puts up his defense Neo barrier again. Mechani-Kong gets critically damaged and is pushed down again. Mechagodzilla roars and unloads his entire arsenal onto Mechani-Kong. Mechani-Kong's armor can't hold on much longer. Mechagodzilla stops for a minute. Mechani-Kong struggles to get up. Mechagodzilla fires all of his weapons again at Mechani-Kong. Mechani-Kong explodes and is utterly destroyed. Mechagodzilla roars in victory and continues his rampage. He decimates the remainder of Tokyo. Mechagodzilla lifts off and travels back to base. While Mechani-Kong is destroyed, it's only a matter of time he's rebuilt and wreaking havoc once again. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one, G-fans.